So if you're planning to give people an Indian themed gift, these are 10 suggestions, but I just do want to do a disclaimer. I actually make a suggestion that if you're going to give away Indian themed gifts, please buy from Indian manufacturers and Indian creators. Okay, number one is actually a book. It's titled Being Different, an Indian Challenge to Western Universalism. Indian culture is one of the most beautiful cultures and beliefs and principles I have ever encountered, but there's not a lot of people who understand it. This book actually is able to present and explain their beliefs and their culture in a very light way. So the author, Rajiv Malhotra, addresses the challenge of a direct and honest engagement on the differences between the Eastern and the Western culture by repositioning India. Usually, it's the West looking at Asia or looking at India. He reversed the role. So he made India as the observer rather than the observed. And through that, he's able to look at the things, the culture of West, from a dharmic point of view. And by doing that, he's actually able to expose or highlight or make us realize the imbalance or the hypocrisy or the imperfections of the Western beliefs and Western culture and Western religion. So many of the Western beliefs and religions and psychology and principles, they're so external to inside, meaning we put a lot of weight on what other people is saying, which is really odd for a country or a culture that emphasizes individualism. But it's always forcing other people to do certain things for you, give you your freedom instead of claiming it. So in the East, from a dharmic point of view, it's the other way around. It always starts from the inside and then you affect other things. So if you want your freedom, you just go and be free. You don't ask other people to give you your freedom. So it emphasizes self-realization basically, and it explains a lot about the way of life of India. Number two is the PASHMINA shawl. This is self-explanatory. This is more than just a way to wrap themselves in India. It actually has a special meaning. But for the West, it's very functional. If you're cold, then you wear a PASHMINA, or you can actually use it as a scarf. You can use it as a scarf. So if you're actually giving a PASHMINA from India, it would be a good idea to actually include a card and explain the significance of the PASHMINA shawl to the person that you're giving it to. Next is the India DALAI LAMA principle. It is one of the best gifts I have ever received. It's 10 points lessons from the Dalai Lama. And I'm one of the two or three of the best points that I like is, one is that it's actually number 2, when you lose, don't lose the reason. Number 3 is follow the 3 R's: respect for self, respect for others, and responsibility for all of your actions. And number 4 says, remember that not getting what you want is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck. Okay, so just getting something like this to give to somebody that's busy, or somebody that probably needs guidance, this would be a good idea. Number 4 is the Chindi. Chindi, as you all know, India is known for their craftsmanship and for their aesthetics. And this is evident with the way they can turn scraps into something valuable and something meaningful. In India, the most common meaning of Chindi is torn cloth. It is encountered either as a waste product, as a waste byproduct or of the textile industry, or as the end-of-life residue of fabrics used in a household. Now, India takes all of these scraps and they create something better and beautiful. It could be a carpet, a rug, or something else. Number 5 is the terracotta pottery. So the terracotta is the term used for unglazed earthenware and for ceramic sculpture. Indian sculpture made heavy use of the terracotta from the very early period. The terracotta pottery made by the tribes of Chhattisgarh is one such art that deserves global recognition, mostly inspired by nature such as the sun, the moon, and the wildlife. It's not just a decorative item, it's actually functional. Number 6 is brass and copper bowls. Not a lot of people know this, but there are a lot of healthy benefits from actually eating from brass and copper chinaware. So brass and copper plates and bowls. The Moradabad is actually known as the brass city. It's the biggest exporter of brass products. They export to Britain, US, Middle East, Germany, Canada, all over the world. Even Walmart. I go to Walmart all the time. So they actually get their brassware from Moradabad. So yeah, when you give it, just do try to explain the actual health benefits of eating from brassware and copperware. Next is the blue pottery. So if you ever go to India, go to Rajasthan, and that's where they're known for their blue pottery. The way that they make it is a little different from how we make pots in Asia. They actually mix quartz of stone powder, fuller's earth, and powdered glass, and the blue color is extracted from cobalt oxide, and the green color is from copper oxide. It is ideal for home decorations, and it doesn't. Every piece is a masterpiece. Even if you give like a cup or like a big, huge, gigantic vase, they're all of them. They're all masterpieces. Next is the CHIKAN work bed sheets and tablecloth that you can get from UTTAR, Pradesh. There's a lot available in other parts of India, but this is the place known for that. It is said to be introduced by Noor Jahan, the wife of Mughal Emperor Jahangir. It started to flourish in the 16th and 17th century, and because of the demand, now they have expanded their products. It used to be just a fabric. Now they've expanded their products to tablecloth, bed sheets, but the work itself, the art and the aesthetics of it is so beautiful. The CHIKAN work is embroidery that was basically done with a white thread on pastel colored clothes. Kurta is the most famous product of the work, but as I've said, because of the demand, they've expanded to other products. Next is the brocades. So Varanasi, which is considered the holiest city, it's known for its spiritual legacy, of course, it will always be known for that, but they also have the best weavers. So the the brocade is actually weaving silk with gold and silver thread, and so they create ornate brocades, and they embellish materials with exquisite floral motifs. So you can get like a huge fabric and you can turn it into anything that you want. It can be a bed sheet, it can be for your clothing, whatever you may want it to be. And of course, the jewelries. Nobody does jewelries the way that Indians do it. They're just so intricate, so beautiful. While the West is known for being fine, for the fine finish, for simplicity, India is the opposite. It's known for its embellishment, for its grandeur. So if you're in love, if you want to either add some color and style to your jewelry collection, go buy some, or if you want to give it to somebody. So those are 10 of the hundreds that you can actually give away, but those are 10 of the most meaningful ones. So again, just a suggestion: if you're going to buy Indian themed gifts, or if you're going to buy Indian themed products, go buy from someone that's actually Indian.